Welcome back to Fireside Giants. I'm your host, Anthony Rivardo, and today we are continuing the Gettle Gone mini-series. Of course, this is the series where I, Anthony Rivardo, breaks down all of the New York Giants general manager candidates that they might be considering this upcoming offseason. Thank you guys so much for the support that you've shown throughout this mini-series, especially on the last episode, the Louis Riddick episode. If you haven't seen that, go on the channel. It's a few episodes back. Just search Louis Riddick. It'll pop up. Really great breakdown on another candidate, Louis Riddick, for the New York Giants. But today, we're going to be breaking down the most coveted general manager candidate, New York Giants fans' number one candidate, everybody's preferred choice, Ed Dodds of the Indianapolis Colts. This is the guy that everybody wants to see become the next GM of the New York Giants, pretty much anyway. I mean, most Giants fans have him as the number one candidate on their list, so today we're going to do it. We're going to break him down as many of you have requested me to do. We're finally going to break down Ed Dodds, his career history, his strengths, his weaknesses, and of course, I'm going to give my thoughts and opinions about whether or not I think Ed Dodds should be the next general manager of the New York Giants. But without further ado, let's get right into it, starting off with his career history. Now, Ed Dodds has a pretty long and credentialed career within the NFL. He's been on two phenomenal football teams, and he is a Super Bowl champion. And he was one of the architects of one of the best defenses and teams in recent memory. Now, if you all don't know, he spent 10 years with the Seattle Seahawks as a national scout and as a senior personnel executive from 2007 to 2016. As Seattle senior personnel executive, he was responsible for evaluating both college and pro talent. With the Seahawks, Dodds was a part of 6 winning seasons, 5 NFC West titles, and 10 playoff wins, in addition to 2 Super Bowl appearances, including 1 Super Bowl win. Of course, that's when the Seattle Seahawks beat the Denver Broncos senseless in that Super Bowl at MetLife Stadium, no less. So, Ed Dodds has been on a championship team, and he was one of the key pieces of building that team. He was in the front office. He was the pro scout. So he was doing pro scouting. He was doing college scouting as well. So he's one of the men in the front office that helped find Russell Wilson, helped find Tyler Lockett and all of these other great players that helped the Seattle Seahawks become the great team that they've been for the last decade. And then, of course, after having so much success as a scout with the Seahawks, he was really well-renowned all across the league as being one of the best scouts and talent evaluators in the NFL. He still is. Colts GM Chris Ballard poached Dodds from Seattle in 2017 and made him his right-hand man in Indianapolis' front office. So, since 2017, Ed Dodds has been the assistant general manager for the Indianapolis Colts, and of course, we all know how great the Colts roster is currently. Of course, Quentin Nelson. They orchestrated that trade down in 2018 that fielded them 2 All-Pros, Quentin Nelson and Darius Leonard, and of course Jonathan Taylor, and they really have talent on the offensive line. They have talent, Michael Pittman Jr. in the receiving core. They have talent on defense. This is one of the most talented rosters in the NFL. The Colts are a really good team, and they have been for a couple of years. It's really just been the fact that they don't have a quarterback, and they've been struggling to find one, but that's not really a big indictment on Ed Dodds in any way. That's just because the Colts are so good that they struggle to get a bad enough pick to get a top-tier quarterback in the draft. So they've been settling with guys like Jacoby Brissett. Now they made a move for Carson Wentz. Carson Wentz has looked good at times, but no, he's not what he used to be. But they did make a good move, a low-budget move. You know, it wasn't too costly. Picked up Carson Wentz, rather, and he is the quarterback of the team right now. And they're still finding a lot of success with a great running game, a great coaching staff. I mean, they do have one of the best coaching staffs in the NFL, and they also have one of the best front offices in the NFL. Chris Ballard is the general manager. Ed Dodds is the assistant general manager. This is one of the best ran football teams in the NFL, and getting a guy from this organization might be huge for the New York Giants. So let's keep that in mind with Ed Dodds. But of course, I got some great quotes here as well. Before coming to Indianapolis, Dodds spent 10 seasons with Seattle as a national scout and senior personnel executive, and is one of the architects that helped build Seattle's roster into a Super Bowl winner. He's cited as one of the architects of this roster. So that's pretty important, you know, when he's getting that kind of credit for that team specifically as well, for the Seattle Seahawks, the Legion of Boom Seattle Seahawks that had Richard Sherman, that had Brandon Browner, that had Earl Thomas, Cam Chancellor, all of these phenomenal players. I mean, this was Bobby Wagner as well. KJ Wright, this team was phenomenal. The Legion of Boom is one of the best modern defenses the NFL has ever seen, and Ed Dodds is listed as one of the architects of that team. So that's pretty important. That shows how he's really respected around the league and how he does have a phenomenal track record scouting and evaluating NFL talent. Dodds is considered one of the best scouts and talent evaluators in the NFL, which is why Colts GM Chris Ballard poached Dodds from Seattle in 2017 and made him his right-hand man in Indianapolis' front office. He spent 10 seasons with the Seattle Seahawks and was most recently Seattle's senior personnel executive, responsible for evaluating both college and pro talent. With the Seahawks, Dodds was part of 6 winning seasons. Of course, I already read all of this. He won a Super Bowl, and he spent time with Oakland and his alma mater, Texas A&M Kingsville. So, Ed Dodds, great track history, career history is phenomenal. He's been a part of some of the best teams in the league in recent memory. So let's go ahead and get into strengths and weaknesses. So now I'm going to list out the 3 strengths that I've identified, the main strengths of Ed Dodds as a general manager candidate. Of course, the first one being that he scouts both pro and college talent. So as a general manager, there's a lot of scouting that needs to get done. And Ed Dodds has the history of scouting both the pros and college, so he can find players in the draft. He can find good talent on the free agency waiver wire, in free agency in the summer. He knows how to find talent, and that's huge. That's something that the Giants have struggled with, finding good talent, evaluating players in the draft. There's been a lot of players, DeAndre Baker for one, right? He busted out of the league in less than a year. You know, the Giants just don't evaluate their talent all that well. They've missed on a lot of picks. Will Hernandez, Lorenzo Carter has really struggled. I know he's playing better recently, but he hasn't been what we expected him to be. Oshane Ximines, healthy scratch for most of the season, a 3rd round pick. And there were players that were in the 4th or 5th round of that draft that are solid, good, talented starters in the NFL. And some of them playing for the Colts, of course. And I think it's really important for Ed Dodds, you know, when you're discussing him as a candidate, a general manager candidate, it's important to note that he does scout both of the NFL and the college game. That's huge for any general manager, being able to scout not only the college kids, but also the players currently within the league, having that ability to separate college competition from NFL competition and evaluate the talent within those 2 competitions. I think that's super, super important. And then I also think that him working in one of the best front offices in the NFL, Ed Dodds working with the Indianapolis Colts, that is huge. I mean, the Indianapolis Colts led the NFL in Pro Bowl selections in 2021. They have one of the best rosters in the NFL, and they're one of the most well-constructed. They're cap healthy. They have talent loaded on their roster. They're really well built. It's one of the best front offices in the league, and for Ed Dodds to know what a good front office is like, to have that experience in arguably the best front office in the NFL, that's important because that's something that he can apply if he were to get the general manager job with the Giants and they clean slate, right? They completely clean out the front office and it's Ed Dodds' choice. He gets to fill every single position with who he wants it to be. He now knows how to manage that department, how to manage that front office and be that guy, and knows what a good front office looks like, how to organize it, how to run it, and I do think that's super important. The fact that he has experience in a really great front office, and not only that, he has experience in 2 great front offices. He's helped construct 2 elite teams in recent memory. The Seahawks, he won a Super Bowl there. He helped build the Legion of Boom, as we mentioned, and the Colts, one of the best rosters in the NFL right now. Maybe they haven't won a Super Bowl, sure, but they're perennial playoff team, playoff contender every single year, and they have a bunch of young, solid talent that he helped scout at the college level. So, super important to note that he's been with 2 good teams, not just one. He's in one of the best front offices in the NFL, and he also has experience scouting both the pros, scouting college, and finding a lot of really great talent in both ends. But now, of course, let's move over to his weaknesses. I think it's important to highlight what's good about a candidate and what's bad about a candidate so you can build a real full portfolio and profile of each individual general manager candidate. So, with the weaknesses, he's not the most media friendly. Now, I know to you, most of you listening, that might not be super important, but for John Mara, the New York Giants ownership, that's probably pretty important. The PR around the Giants right now is really bad. There's a lot of hatred from the fan base towards ownership, towards the front office. They're probably going to look for a guy that can be presentable and can be, very media friendly. That's one of the things that I mentioned as a strength in the Louis Riddick video. He's very media friendly. There's a lot of people around the media that love him. He's very presentable. But with Ed Dodds, not so much. Here's something from an article that I found. Dodds is another candidate that is not so forward-facing with the media, though, and that leads to little understanding of who Dodds is as a person and what role he's played within the organization. He's kind of working from the shadows. He doesn't like to be front and center. He doesn't like to have all eyes on him. He just likes to do his work and kind of do it behind closed doors, be behind the scenes. And I think you can argue that that's a strength because he's not going out and doing interviews all the time, so people can't tell who he wants to draft. He kind of keeps it close to the chest, poker face and all of that. That's something that Dave Gettleman struggled with the Giants. I mean, a month before the Giants ever drafted Saquon Barkley, he was telling people that player was touched by the hand of God, how he was a tremendous talent. I mean, everyone knew who the Giants were going to draft because Dave Gettleman pretty much told the media every chance he got. So it's kind of important. It's not necessarily a weakness or a strength. It's just something to note with Ed Dodds, because you can twist it as a strength, you can twist it as a weakness, the fact that he's not media friendly. But ultimately, I do think that the Giants are going to want a guy who is pretty presentable, pretty outgoing, and with Ed Dodds kind of being more of a stay indoors, kind of stay behind the scenes guy, he might not be the best fit as a number one general manager. Maybe working as an assistant general manager is the role that he prefers and the role that he's going to continue to stay in, and that's the next weakness that we're going to discuss. Now, this isn't necessarily a weakness for Ed Dodds, but it does seem like he wants to stay in Indianapolis. He's had a lot of general manager jobs offered to him, a lot of interview opportunities. He's pretty much declined all of them. He's rejected everything. He withdrew from the Panthers job last year. He initially accepted the invitation, then he withdrew. I mean, he probably would have been the number one candidate on the Panthers board, but he withdrew. He just wanted to stay in Indianapolis. He's turned down multiple general manager jobs in the past, and he does seem really content with the Colts. It seems like maybe he wants to be the successor to Chris Ballard. Once Chris Ballard moves on from the Colts, he wants to become the general manager there. Like I said, it's a really well-ran front office. It's a great organization. Obviously, Ed Dodds loves being a part of it, and it doesn't seem like he has any plans on leaving. It seems like he doesn't want to be a general manager elsewhere because he's very content being the assistant general manager in Indianapolis. So that is a weakness for the Giants, I guess, because no matter how badly they might want to hire Ed Dodds, it doesn't sound like Ed Dodds is very eager to leave Indianapolis. It doesn't sound like it's really a realistic possibility for the Giants to go out there and hire him, because you can only hire him if he wants to leave, if he wants to be hired, and it doesn't seem like Ed Dodds wants to be hired by any team. I think he's content staying with the Colts and just continuing to build a great football program over there. I mean, you think about it, they're a really good team. He's probably making a lot of money as an assistant GM. He's probably finding a lot of success. We know he's finding a lot of success, and he's great, gaining a lot of credibility, right? When the Colts move on from Chris Ballard, he's number one candidate in line, right? Like, he is the first guy in line, Ed Dodds is. So I don't know if it really is the best idea for him to leave and go get a general manager job elsewhere, right? Especially with a team like the Giants. So many struggles, such a huge turnover is needed for this team to get back on track. I don't know if Ed Dodds really wants to go from being with one of the best teams in the league to trying to rebuild a team from the ground up, because that's kind of what needs to happen with the Giants. So like I said, guys, I really like Ed Dodds. You can tell from the way that I've spoken about him throughout this video. His strengths are super important to me. I love Ed Dodds. He's probably my number one candidate, but I don't think he's a realistic candidate. First of all, I don't know how interested the Giants are, but second of all, I don't think Ed Dodds is interested in the Giants. I don't think he's really interested in anywhere else. I think that he's content staying in Indianapolis. Now, I could be wrong. I could be proven wrong. Maybe he takes a general manager job somewhere this offseason. I would love to see that. I'd love to see how he does in the general manager role with another team, see if he builds a good team, see what that draft is like in this upcoming 2022 NFL draft, no matter where he goes. I think that would all be super exciting. I'd love to watch Ed Dodds succeed elsewhere without having the assistant tag in front of his general manager position, just being his own GM. And of course, I would love for him to have that tag of general manager with the New York Giants. I think that would be great. It's completely different from what the Giants have had with Dave Gettleman. This is completely out of the box, no ties to the organization. This is one of those hirings that Giants fans are begging for. And I would absolutely love if Ed Dodds was the next general manager of the Giants. But I'm just not so sure that it's a realistic possibility. I do think that he's one of the top 3 candidates, maybe even top 1. I think he might be the best candidate out there. A lot of people around the league, a lot of fan bases, and a lot of NFL insiders are saying he is one of the best talent evaluators in the NFL. He is one of arguably the number 1 general manager candidate for any team in the league. So yeah, if the Giants landed him, it would be huge. It would be a major hiring, a very important and exciting hiring, because he is such a great talent evaluator. I mean, you think about it this way. The Giants have 2 first-round picks in the 2022 NFL draft. They have to nail those picks. That's why in the Kevin Abrams video, I said they can't go with a money guy like Kevin Abrams as their GM. They need to get a talent evaluator like Ed Dodds to nail those first-round picks, get the Giants back on track, and start winning some football games. And so if the Giants do go ahead and they hire Ed Dodds somehow as their general general manager, I think that's amazing. I think the Giants are in store for a great draft upcoming, and I do think that, considering he's also good at evaluating pro talent, there would probably be a lot of roster overturn. He might make a lot of firings or a lot of cuts, and I don't know necessarily if the Giants would let him have a say in Joe Judge's fate going forward, if he would be able to fire Joe Judge, keep Joe Judge. I don't know any of that, and that also might be important for him as he considers general manager jobs, who his head coach is going to be. I'm sure that's important to him, but right now, all I know is that Ed Dodds, as a general manager candidate alone, is arguably the best in the NFL. He's one of the best talent evaluators, and I do think that he should be right near the top of the list for the New York Giants as they consider general manager candidates going into this offseason. Can't wait to see what the Giants actually end up doing. But, of course, stay tuned to Fireside Giants because this is only one of many episodes we have planned for the General Manager X-Files, the Get 'Em Gone mini-series. We're going to be diving into pretty much every general manager candidate that you can think of up until the New York Giants make their hiring. And, of course, when they make their hiring, we'll have a recap video and we'll break that down as well. So make sure to leave a like if you enjoyed this video. If you're new, subscribe, ring the bell so you don't miss a video. And, of course, let me know down in the comment section below, what do you think of Ed Dodds? Let me know some other names that you want me to break down for general manager candidates. And even if you want to get into some head coaching candidates or some offensive coordinator candidates, I'm going to start doing mini-series on those as well as we gear up for this offseason. It's going to be a really fun time. We're going to be covering it with daily uploads on Fireside Giants, so stay tuned. Make sure you subscribe, and I'll catch you guys in the next one. Have a good one, and let's go Giants.